It's Wednesday, June 26th. You're listening to Your Florida Daily. I'm Katrina Scales. In North Florida, deputies say they arrested a man from New Jersey who traveled all the way to Fernandina Beach to attack a fellow gamer with a hammer over an online dispute. 20-year-old Edward Kang had apparently never met the victim in person before he decided to fly to Florida and show up at the victim's door. Kang allegedly got into the victim's home through an unlocked door and, wearing all black clothes, gloves, and a mask, attacked him with a hammer when the victim got up from gaming to use the bathroom. The victim's family heard screaming and was able to take the hammer and restrain the attacker until deputies arrived. The victim had serious injuries to his head, but he is expected to recover. When asked why he did it, deputies say Kang told them the victim was, quote, a bad person online. He was booked into the Nassau County Jail on Sunday and charged with attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary. The TSA is already predicting Sunday will be the busiest day for travelers ahead of the holiday. Now, officials at Orlando International Airport are urging passengers to take some precautions before heading to the airport in order to prevent delays. One tip: don't bring weapons or large liquids to the checkpoint.
If it's a firearm, then we're going to shut down the lane. We got to move people over, so that process could take, depends on Leo, reports and statements and everything else that we need to do. It could take 30, 45 minutes to process and reopen the lane.
AAA says 70.9 million people around the U.S. are expected to travel 50 miles or more during the holiday, setting a new record both nationwide and in Florida. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are one step closer to getting a brand new stadium. The city council has signed off on a $1.4 billion renovation deal to turn the Everbank Stadium into a so-called Stadium of the Future by the 2028 NFL season. The deal still needs to be approved by NFL owners if that happens. Construction will start next year. However, that means the Jags would need an alternative place to play. And that's where Central Florida comes in. Officials say they're down to two locations, either the Swamp at the University of Florida or in Orlando at Camping World Stadium. Find these top stories along with breaking news, weather, and traffic all day on clickorlando.com. And now, a completely random Florida fact. Henry Flagler, founder of the Florida East Coast Railway, came to Florida at the advice of a doctor in New York who recommended he bring his sick wife to Jacksonville for the winter to escape the brutal conditions of the north. But Flagler's vision to create a railway system that reached as far south as Key West began in the 1880s when he took a trip to St. Augustine for a honeymoon with his second wife. Historians say he looked around and thought Florida was a great place that needed better transportation, and from there, he changed the course of Florida's development. Your Florida Daily is produced by News 6 WKMG in Orlando. I'm Katrina Scales. Subscribe for new episodes wherever you like to listen.